How's it going, guys, and welcome to yet another video. Now I wanted to make a vlog today, but as you can tell I'm in my studio-y office kind of area, which is a bit unusual because it's not where I normally start a vlog, but I've deliberately started here because I wanted to talk to you guys about lighting. Now quickly, before you just turn the video off and go I've got no interest in this, I'm not talking about this sort of lighting, and again for the millionth time I've told you guys I'm not completely finished with how this looks. I'm not 100% satisfied with it yet. I'm going to mess around with it and stuff, but that is not what I've dragged you guys over here to talk about. As you guys can tell, I'm really into my lighting. I think it's really interesting, but what I really want to talk about is lighting that you guys use every single day. Now I've got some light bulbs, and these are what I want to talk to you guys about. So you will have used these, you may not have changed them in your life, but you will have definitely used light bulbs at some point in your life, either in your house or when you're out and about somewhere, or in a lamp, or just any sort of thing. So when you click your light switch on the wall, these are what more than likely are in it. And I want to talk to you guys about this because there's so much more to it than you kind of think. And I wanted to quickly give you guys a couple of tips about lights that I think everybody needs to know, and it's really important. Even if you think maybe you don't need to know, or you think you know enough about light bulbs and stuff, it's really not cut and dry anymore. There's quite a bit to it, and I genuinely believe that if you don't know much about them, I could teach you sort of how to save money and how to get a better quality of light and the sort of light that you need. So please let me enlighten you. I'm sorry about that, but please just give me a couple minutes of your time, and I genuinely think I could save you a bit of money perhaps, and even just give you a greater insight to something that you literally use every single day. For your everyday bulb, the chances are you use something like this. However, you may have something like this, or you may have this. Now this is an old type bulb, and it's got a filament inside and it gets really warm and it lights up. If you still have these, this video will be so beneficial to you. We had these light bulbs in a while ago because we had a load to use, so we were just using them up. But these bulbs run using 100 watts of power, and because they get so warm, a lot of power is wasted in the heat, and they're just generally not the greatest of bulbs. I have before had one of these light bulbs. We had it on the top of the stairway, and I was going down the stairs and it literally just exploded and blew a load of hot glass over me, and it wasn't particularly ideal. So I'm really not keen on these bulbs. You may also have one of these. Now these aren't the worst lamps in the world, however they are nowhere near as good as these. But essentially you'll have seen them, they are like an energy saver type thing. You might have even used them before. When you turn them on, they don't normally come on straight away. They work on heat again, they take a minute or two to warm up and lighten up, and I don't know. But when we compare them, this is a 100 watt lamp, like I was saying. This only draws 11 watts. So for the amount of power that you're supplying this, you can almost power 10 of these at this, like, for the same amount of power, which is insane. If you want to go one step further, these are the ones that I definitely recommend. It's what a lot of people use. A lot of you will use them and not even know that you're using them. These are LED lamps, and they use, or this one in particular, uses 6 watts. So bear in mind, if you've got these bulbs, you could power these ones pretty much the same amount of light I'm going to show you guys in a minute, for like way less power, and that's going to save you in money obviously on your electric bill because you're not spending as much, and it's also just way better for the environment. And on top of that, the lifespan on these LED bulbs are supposed to be, whether they're true, but they're supposed to be ridiculous amounts of hours, way longer than these ones can last. So something else you guys really need to know about lighting is when you're choosing a light, you need to know about the Kelvin scale. Now that's how you measure the type of brightness, so whether it's a warm light or a daylight kind of light. It's not the brightness of the light, that's the lumens, but it's kind of like the temperature of the light, which seems odd, but it is definitely a thing, and I'll show you guys in a minute. If you're choosing a light for a bedroom or somewhere like that, you definitely want one that will literally say something like warm, white, or something along those lines. You want that for a bedroom, otherwise it will genuinely feel cold. Your brain will pick up that it's like a bluier colour, and you will feel colder than when the bulb's in. It sounds ridiculous, but it's genuinely true, or it is for me at least anyway. However, those daylight bulbs are fantastic for places like your bathroom, so you can pretty much just see what you're doing, or for your kitchen. They're really ideal because you can then actually see everything you're doing. When you're cooking, when you're using knives, which is dangerous, you can actually see what you're doing with the knife. So bear that in mind. Warm bedrooms, living rooms, all that sort of stuff, great. The cold white or the daylight white, that sort of thing, it'd be great for your kitchens and stuff like that. What I want to show you guys quick, I'm going to put the light bulbs in my actual ceiling rows, and I'm going to show you guys basically what these light bulbs can do, considering they're costing you way less to actually run, and they're not even that expensive. They're a couple of quid for a bulb, which is pretty decent. So you guys won't be able to see me because it's dark, but I'm going to turn on the first light, which is the 100-watt one. As you can see, it's quite a nice warm glow that you get from it, and it's pretty bright, and yeah, I suppose it's alright, but it is wasting a lot of energy on heat. Like, I can already feel the heat from here, and it's been on, what, a couple of seconds. So this is the second lamp, and as you can tell, it's quite a lot dimmer than the first one. It's using a considerable amount less power, which is good, but I don't know, I wouldn't be happy having this in my bedroom because I can't quite see everything like I'd want to. As it warms up, it will get a bit brighter, but you know, I don't want to be waiting a couple of minutes before I can see what I'm doing. I want to be able to turn the light on straight away and sort of be able to see. That is where my favourite bulb, the LED bulb, comes in, and these things are just so good. So this is the LED lamp, and as you can see, well, you can see, which is a bit different compared to the last one. You don't have to wait for ages for it to warm up and light up. It's quite a nice warm colour. This is one of them warm white ones that I was talking about, and it's just exactly what you want. You turn the light on, it comes on, it's straight away, and it's using 6 watts, which compared to the 100-watt bulb, which is the first one, and even to be fair, compared to the 11-watt bulb, which was the second one, is still way less power than I was using before. And if you think of it this way, let's say for argument's sake that it's a 5-watt bulb instead of a 6-watt, we could literally run 20 of this bulb for the same amount of power that we were using the first one for. So if I ran the 100-watt bulb for one day, I could run this for 20 days for the exact same price, give or take a little bit. Obviously it's 6-watt instead of 5-watt, but you get the point that I'm trying to get at. Now, that last one isn't even the light that I actually use. I use this one, and as you can tell, it's a bit whiter. It's a tiny bit colder, I suppose, than the last one, but you can actually see stuff really clearly. And I know I said warm is what you kind of want for a bedroom, but for me, I personally prefer this. But that isn't the only reason I use this. Because this has got a little bit more technology involved, and there's a little circuit board inside compared to the old 100-watt one that's literally just a filament that gets really warm so it glows. You can actually do other things with it, and you guys might have seen this in one of my other videos, but I can literally change with a little controller, sort of the colour of my lights, blue, green, red, and purple, all sorts of colours. I can get it to flash through all the colours. I can make it do all sorts of things, which I really like, especially if I want to sit and watch a film or something and it's perhaps a bit too light, but I don't want to have to put lamps on, all that sort of stuff. I can just lower the light down, hurry it back up, or even just turn it off when I get in bed. So what you can do, I mean, again, this is a little bit more expensive. I think I probably paid like £15. It's a really top brand. You can get them a bit cheaper for this actual lamp, but just the possibilities. This is using a ton less power. This actually is a 9-watt, which is more than the standard LED bulbs, but again, a lot less than even the Energy Saver compact fluorescence, which was this bulb, which is actually still quite warm, so I'm going to put that down. But like, what I can get from it compared to what it is just insane. And if you have any of these lamps in your house, especially the old 100-watt ones, definitely consider changing to these LEDs. If not, replace them with LEDs when the time comes, because you just save so much money and the quality of light's actually better, so why wouldn't you? This is just with the light bulb on. Anyway, that's my little rant done now. I hope this is giving you guys a quick idea and maybe a little bit of information, and will just help you guys in general life, because like I say, saving money, better light, what more could you ask for? We're going to go outside now, and we're going to go show you, me and my younger brother, something that when we walked the dog earlier we found, and it's just insane. It's so cool. So we're going to go have a look at that now. So I'm going to keep this quick because it's a bit windy here, and I don't know how bad the audio quality is for you guys, but look at this. This is like a normal walk route, and all this water is not normally here, nor is it really supposed to be here. Obviously, because this is like a valley, all the water runs off the hills and stuff and goes here, but this is this is just some guy's field. This isn't a lake. I mean, it is now, but it isn't supposed to be. I actually couldn't believe how deep it was and stuff. Like, let's go over here. And not only is it a lake, and there's a lot of water now. It's literally flowing. Like, what is this all about? Crazy. And look how deep it goes. Ah! How crazy is that? That is not a river. Well, it's not supposed to be anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this quick. Like, I don't know, to you guys, because you've never seen it before, it probably isn't that insane, but we really weren't expecting it to be like this. And just the entire room and walk path and stuff, it's just become an entire river. It's insane. Anyway, we're going to go back up now, and I think I'm going to start cooking dinner, so let's go do that. Oh, it's a bit deeper than I thought it was going to be. Oh. So I said I was now going to cook dinner, and as you guys can see, I'm cooking some spaghetti bolognese, because we literally haven't had it in, I can't even think of the last time we had it. So I'm going to cook this now. I suppose it's the best time to cue the cooking montage. When I went shopping for the stuff for spaghetti bolognese, I actually forgot garlic bread. So I've just put some butter and garlic on, literally on bread, and I'm going to try putting them in the grill, and hopefully it kind of resembles garlic bread. So quick update, dinner is now ready, and I'm not going to lie, the garlic breads kind of look like a bit of a disaster. They just look like buttery bread, but should be good with the dinner. It doesn't look amazing, but when you haven't been paid in 6 months, it's pretty much the best I can do. And the garlic bread, although I'm not completely convinced yet, Olin said it did actually taste a bit like garlic bread, so I suppose that's all bread is, bread with garlic on. Anyway, I'm going to eat this now, so catch you guys soon. So guys, I've had my dinner, and now I'm going to do a little bit of exercising. Don't worry though, I'm not going to cut to some sort of montage of me doing gym stuff. I'm not even that much of a gym kind of person. However, recently, with obviously everything that's going on and the fact that I work less hours than I did before, I've actually got quite a fair bit of spare time, and I couldn't really decide what to do with my spare time. So I decided the best thing I could do was to start sort of like doing gym stuff. So I started trying to lift weights. However, I don't have any weights, and because everybody's kind of had the same idea, weights and gym equipment and stuff have gone through the roof price wise. So I decided to sort of make my own. I've been doing like press ups and stuff like that. However, I thought you guys might be interested in this. So this is 2 packs of water, which have got 6 lots of 1.5 litres in either side, and my younger brother's bar for his wardrobe. So it's quite a decent little weight to be able to do. I'll do like 50 of these in a day, which they get pretty heavy after you've done so many of them. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. You guys probably think it's really stupid or maybe even pretty sad, but like I said, I've got plenty of time and I'm not paying the ridiculous prices for a lot of gym equipment at the minute. Who knows, perhaps if I keep it up and maybe carry it on once the current circumstances are over, then perhaps I'll start going to the gym. I used to go to the gym when I was younger, but I don't know, just don't really fancy it, I suppose. Anyway, I thought it might be interesting to you guys. I'm going to do my exercise now, and I'll talk to you guys soon. So guys, I've had my dinner, and the garlic bread actually wasn't that bad considering, and I've done my exercises, and I've had a big rant at you guys, so I've basically done everything that I set out to do today. I just wanted to say before I finish the video, I know on the last video I touched on being demotivated, and I'm still very much feeling that at the minute, but I didn't want to just kind of talk about me. I know I talked to a lot of friends over the last week or 2 weeks or so, and a lot of people have been saying the same thing to me, that they feel very demotivated and just sort of, it just all feels very hopeless. And I have a feeling that a lot of the viewers that are watching this, you probably feel the same way. I just want to tell you guys that we are in dark times, but there is definitely stuff to look forward to, and although you might feel demotivated at the minute, it is definitely going to get better. It can't not. It has to get brighter because, well, it is night time, so it technically does have to get lighter, although, you know, with it being the year that it is, we could have no sun in the morning. Anyway, basically, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, so I hope you guys even if you do feel bad, I hope these videos help a little bit perhaps, and I just hope that you know that there are other people out there that also feel the same way, and I massively suggest getting in touch with friends and stuff if you're feeling really low like I know I have been recently. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're okay, I hope you're safe in these times, and I hope to see you in yet another video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to send me a message via Twitter or tweet me or whatever if you're interested in getting one of these stickers. Thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you guys in yet another video. See you later, guys.
Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound. Fucking my posters, say now, I've been humble too long, yeah. Tell them all to stay calm, yeah. Tell them all to move on, yeah. Fucking my posters, say now, they be lost in the sauce, yeah. Took a loss, that's your loss, yeah. Had to get my point across, yeah.